Yeah, man, I was interrupted. Slovakia. But yeah, man, the Lord, that's the mentality that the Lord is going to have once he come back and he's judging people, all right? I'm going to read verse 4. It says, "For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeem is come." All right, so that's talking about that, that recompense that it speaks about in Thessalonians, the second chapter, Second Thessalonians, the first chapter. All right, is that redeem come? Because everybody's basically waiting. You got Yahweh shot of angels. All right. Everybody's basically waiting on the right hand side of Yahweh to get the green light, basically to come and destroy. You got death angels that's just waiting, like a pit bull. You ever seen a dog, a aggressive dog? It's just waiting for its owner to say get him or sick him, and they take off immediately. I seen videos like that on YouTube, and that's kind of how the Yahweh Shai and the angels are. Because the scriptures tell you, no man knoweth the hour and the time, but Yahweh. All right, so everybody, even it trickles down all the way to the men of the Lord as well, because that's something the prophets had always wanted to know. When should the end manifest? When should these things be? We got signs to look for, to know what time that we're living in, but we don't know the exact down to the hour or second or time when this is actually going to take place. So we're all waiting. All right. That's why the scriptures say, "In your patience possess ye your soul." All right. Wait ye upon me until Zephaniah 3:8. Wait ye upon me until I rise up to the prey. All right. So we're playing a waiting game, but we do know the end result of what's going to happen, but we're playing a waiting game to actually see what's going to happen. All right. And it's going to be basically that's that war in heaven that it speaks about in Revelations. Matter of fact, let's go to Revelations, the 17th chapter, because it basically speaks about that war in heaven. Let's see. Lucky. Just jump straight to the point. To the point, it says, it's Revelation 17:14. It says, "These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them." And the Lamb is talking about Yahushua. All right. Now, them, it says, "These should make war with the Lamb." It's going into these kings of the earth, man. All right. It's talking about these different kingdoms. It says, "And the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is Lord of lords and kings of kings, and they that are with him are called chosen and faithful." So it's talking about Yahweh Shah basically prevailing over these different nations, all right, which this is your war in heaven, all right, because you're going to have Esau is going to be out there, with all his devices, his fighter jets, his B-2 bombers, his, all his nuclear capabilities, missiles, hey, you name it, his armies, Air Force, battleships, man, they gonna have all that, ready on deck, because it's already gonna be a war going on. And Yahweh is coming with the angels and the chariots, and it's gonna be they not gonna stand a chance, all right? Because the scriptures Edris actually seen the vision, all right? This is Second Edges 13:8. It says, "And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet there's fight." Right, and this is going into that multitude. When Yahweh Shah come back, that multitude of armies that was already going to be fighting World War III. All right, he's going to come back on his father's ship and destroy them, the different armies. All right. Verse 9, it says, "And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up hand nor held sword nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempest." So it's going into that nuclear blast, man, from that chariot, man. It's gonna be like a nuclear missile mixed with with everything, man. It's gonna be like one just big blast. The heat and the radiation from a nuke, all mixed in, coming out that blast of a chariot, man. All right, and it says, verse 11, it says, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which were prepared to fight. And you're gonna have these armies that's gonna be ready to fight. They're gonna be ready to go because, like I said, they gonna stop fighting each other and begin to try to fight the Lord, because they're gonna have to come together. They're gonna be overwhelmed at the presence of the Lord. So they're gonna have to try to fight together. I mean, the Lord is gonna put it in their hearts to fight anyway so he can destroy them. All right. And it says, the multitude which were prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only the dust and the smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid. So when Edgar saw this, man, he was, sick to his stomach, man. He's seen this, can you imagine seeing that vision? We see these things on movies and stuff like that, but can you actually imagine seeing something like that? Yeah, anybody would be afraid, man. Because the Lord is going to come back terrible. He's going to destroy all the armies of the earth, man. Their tanks, all these different things that they got. It's going, once he shoot that blast out that chariot, it's just going to be the smell of smoke. It's going to be nothing. All right. And it says, verse 12, afterwards saw I the same man come down from the mountain, all right, coming off that chariot. It says, and call unto him another peaceable multitude, going into the elect. And it says, and there came much people unto him, whereof some were glad, some were sorry, and some of them were bound, and others some brought of them that were offered. Then was I sick through great fear, and I awaked and said. So Edges saw all these things. Like I said, he was sick with fear, because Yahweh Shah, man, he's a terrible power, So yeah, we all gonna be. The scriptures say the righteous gonna scarcely be saved, but you're gonna have some men that was, like we read, you're gonna have some men that were glad, some men that were sorry. Because you're gonna, everybody's gonna feel like shit in that day. He's gonna wish that you would have done more, man. But you're not gonna know if you're gonna receive salvation. You gotta stand before that judgment seat of Yahweh Shah, and it's just like, man, you don't know. So that's why we want to do everything that we can to receive salvation, so we don't get judged, we don't get caught up in the judgment that's going to ultimately come to this place. All right. But with that, I want to close out, give our praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rekal Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who teaches truth and real well. Salutations to Yaaki, pushing this word with truth and sincerity on the four corners of the earth. Shalom.